everybody, it's Big Al with some more content for Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So I am at the beginning of my season. I am almost an hour in. So I wanted to give you guys a little heads up on what to do and not to do. So when you're starting out, you're going to have two formations inside of your army. You are going to want to just take a couple level 2 tiles. You need 5. Hold on. You need 5 when you get to chapter 7, but you need 3 at chapter 5, I think, or 4, something like that. So you can do that with your B team. You can do 1 with your A team. So you have 4 commanders in your A team. Hopefully it's 2 supports and 2 damage dealers. So you put 1 support and 1 damage dealer together. Take those and then use your B team to take the others. You can do a couple mobs if you want. You need to worry about your buildings first. A couple tips on buildings. Always make sure your storage has enough room, because if you collect the resources from the chapters being done, you run out of room, you lose those resources. Resource buildings, hold off on those. Only do them if they are required for the season progression for your book. I do stone a little bit more because, well, stone is very important. As you see, I have things going. This will be an important one because this one raises your army limit up. You obviously always have the conscription post and the barracks to do your main hall. You want to get the market up, built somewhat relatively fast so that you can barter resources. Also, one thing that I always do at the beginning of every season is I go to the Matham House Recycle and I sell all my blue and green gear. That way I get the silver ingots so that I can buy things inside of the market. And it is very important to buy things inside the market, unfortunately, because the market gives you a lot of different things. It gives you more items. It gives you different percentage when you're trading in resources. So you do need to level up your market. But don't just go here and click that and then use all your ingots. It's stupid. It's costing me 96 to go up a level. Well, why don't I just buy some speed ups worth 96? Hey, it's costing you the same. You might as well get something in return. Okay? So there's that. I need to take a level 3 tile. And the reason I need to take a level 3 tile is right here. When you get to level 10 ring, you have to occupy one level 3 land or above. And this is important. And you're only taking 1 level 3 tile when you get to this point, because right here is command arts. The number of formations in your armies. That means you get 3 commanders inside your army, and this is important. This is where you start to really farm. So generally speaking, if you don't mess up like I did at the start, you just do your couple tiles that you need for the progression. You do this. You should be at this point probably within the first 40 minutes or so of gameplay into the season. And you always get resources for first time occupation. I have plenty of room inside my storage. I'm going to collect these. And as you see, I'm above on quite a bit of them because I'm used to this. I've played many seasons. The ring's still only a couple seasons old since they changed it like this. But first and foremost, command arts, come here. And that's the only one I'm going to upgrade at this moment. Okay, so let's go back in here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my main army, and I am going to take 2 or 3 level 4s or level 5s with my main army. Okay, so everybody knows I use Frodo, and I'm going to use my 2 damage dealers. And something else that's very important early game, switch your gear. Do not be lazy, especially since you only have one slot open for a while. Switch your gear. Put your best items onto whichever army you are using. Do not be lazy. So everybody knows that's my main. So where are some level 4s? Okay, I got a couple up there. I got a couple here. Normally I will tell you, I will say at level 5, yeah, let's say level 5, start scanning the tiles. Some people will do that before that, but I'll say level 5. So I'm scanning the tile to see what army's on it. Okay, that looks okay. You got to be careful because you do not want a tile that has a lot of damage skills on it. Preferably you want good side on the tiles. But let me show you. And also these will tell you this one is a level 12 defending army on the level 4s. You know, I'm still 5s and 6s. Okay, level 6s. So I can't shoot up too far. Okay, here. This would be, you would think, is a good army, but look here. Okay, he's got his damage skill. Haragon has his damage skill. And for some reason, Haragon hurts when he's on tiles. And then you have him. If you had, say, Ori, Merry, and Pip, and then maybe one damage dealer, okay, that would be a good one to hit early because it is a very weak defending army. And you can only scan one tile every 5 seconds. You obviously want to avoid Grima. So get in the habit of scanning. Don't be lazy early game. Swap gears, scan tiles. Tips, another tavern tips. Okay, when you do them, especially early game, you get one tip that either has resource buff, extra 20% for 30 minutes, or you get an offensive one or a defensive one like this. I am saving this. I do not use it right away because I am going to save it for when I start taking my bigger tiles. I started late this morning, so the server was about almost 8 hours in when I started. Well, you cannot get the 4th formation inside your army until the end of day 1. When the season chapter ends, you'll get the progression, the reputation from the ring progression, and that's when you'll be able to open it up. You won't be able to open it up before that. It's literally impossible. So, with starting a few hours late from the time the server started, I'm going to have that a few hours to where I'm going to have that 4th army or 4th formation inside my army. That way I can try to bust out a bunch of level 8s and level 9 tiles while I still have the 24-hour buff with the recovery time for wounded commanders, reinforcing, and then this one right here is the big one. Undeployed soldiers can be instantly deployed again with no recuperation needed. That is huge. That's going to be huge any time of the game. But, oh crap, they didn't do so well. So let me reinforce. I guess I should have leveled him up a couple before I did the level 4. Oh, I thought level 4 still had 2 armies. Okay, that was my mistake. See, I make mistakes too. But anyways, like I was saying, it's always good, I think, to start at least an hour or two after the server starts. That way you have a little time with 4 commanders inside your army. So, said some tips and things. I'm gonna leave it at that after I showed you my goof up. I'm gonna stop recording now, eat some breakfast, and continue to farm. I think I'm going to do a couple mobs with Frodo and Sam army to level them up to probably 8 or 9 before I do any more level 4 tiles. Okay, that's all for me, guys. So, as always, make the most out of what you got.